Can you imagine trying to send money to a loved one overseas, or perhaps paying for that amazing souvenir you found on your travels, only to be met with a digital dead end? A frustrating roadblock in the smooth flow of your finances? We've all been there, haven't we? That moment when you realize the seemingly borderless world of online banking suddenly hits a very real, very inconvenient, international barrier. In today's increasingly globalized world, the ability to seamlessly send and receive money across borders is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. Whether you're supporting family abroad, running an international business, or simply making purchases from overseas vendors, the need for efficient and reliable international payment methods is paramount. And if you're part of the ever-growing Monzo community, you've likely experienced the convenience and user-friendliness that this digital-first bank offers. From its bright coral card to its intuitive app, Monzo has carved out a significant space in the UK banking landscape, attracting millions with its modern approach to managing money. But as your financial horizons expand beyond the UK, a crucial question inevitably arises. Can Monzo handle your international payment needs with the same ease and efficiency you've come to expect domestically? Specifically, can Monzo accept SWIFT payments? This is a question that many Monzo users, and those considering joining the Monzo family, are asking. SWIFT, the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, is the backbone of international money transfers. It's the vast network that allows banks around the globe to communicate securely and facilitate cross-border payments. So, the ability for Monzo to interact with the SWIFT network is a key indicator of its global reach and utility. In this video, we're going to dive deep into this very question. We'll explore what SWIFT payments are, why they're so important, and, most importantly, whether Monzo currently offers the capability to receive them. We'll also look at alternative solutions that Monzo provides for international money transfers and discuss what the future might hold in this area. So, if you've ever wondered whether your Monzo account can be the recipient of funds sent from overseas via the traditional SWIFT network, you're in the right place. Let's unravel the complexities of international payments and see where Monzo fits into the global financial landscape. First things first, let's break down what SWIFT actually is. Imagine a global messaging system specifically designed for banks. That's essentially what SWIFT is. It doesn't actually move money itself, but rather it provides a secure and standardized way for banks to send payment instructions to each other. Each bank connected to the SWIFT network has a unique SWIFT code, also known as a BIC, Bank Identifier Code, which acts like an international address, ensuring that payment messages are routed correctly. When someone initiates an international money transfer through a traditional bank, their bank sends a SWIFT message to the recipient's bank, detailing the amount, currency, and beneficiary information. The recipient's bank then uses this information to credit the funds to the correct account. While incredibly robust and widely adopted, the SWIFT system can sometimes involve multiple intermediary banks, which can lead to longer processing times and additional fees. Now, let's turn our attention to Monzo. Monzo has built its reputation on being a digital-first, agile, and transparent bank. Its focus has largely been on providing a seamless and user-friendly experience for domestic transactions within the UK. This approach has resonated strongly with a tech-savvy audience looking for a modern alternative to traditional high-street banks. However, when it comes to international payments, Monzo's strategy has been somewhat different from directly integrating with the SWIFT network for receiving funds. As of my last update, Monzo does not directly support the receipt of SWIFT payments into your Monzo account. This means that if someone attempts to send you money from an overseas bank using SWIFT and provides your Monzo account details and sort code, the payment is likely to be rejected or experience significant delays and complications. This might come as a surprise to some, especially given Monzo's innovative approach to many other aspects of banking. However, there are several potential reasons behind this decision. Firstly, directly integrating with the SWIFT network can be a complex and costly undertaking for any financial institution. It requires establishing relationships with numerous correspondent banks globally and adhering to stringent regulatory requirements in different jurisdictions. For a relatively young and rapidly growing bank like Monzo, prioritizing other features and services might have taken precedence. Secondly, Monzo has actively partnered with third-party providers like Wise, formerly TransferWise, to facilitate international money transfers for its users. This approach allows Monzo to offer international transfer capabilities without the need to build and maintain its own extensive SWIFT infrastructure. Through these partnerships, Monzo users can easily send money abroad at competitive exchange rates and with transparent fees directly from their Monzo app. However, it's crucial to understand that these partnerships typically focus on sending money internationally from your Monzo account, not receiving it via SWIFT. When you initiate an international transfer through the Monzo app powered by Wise, for example, you are essentially making a local transfer to Wise, who then handles the international leg of the transaction using their own network, which may or may not involve SWIFT on the receiving end, but the sender doesn't directly interact with the SWIFT system in relation to your Monzo account. So, if someone wants to send you money internationally and their bank relies on the traditional SWIFT network, what are your options if you primarily use Monzo? One potential workaround, although not ideal, would be to have the sender use a different intermediary service that can then send the funds to your Monzo account via a standard UK bank transfer. However, this can often involve additional fees and complexities for the sender. The most straightforward solution is usually for the recipient, you, in this case, to provide the sender with alternative receiving account details that do support SWIFT payments. This could be an account with a traditional high street bank or another financial institution that has direct access to the SWIFT network. Once the funds are received in that account, you could then potentially transfer them to your Monzo account via a standard domestic bank transfer. Of course, this adds an extra step and might involve additional fees depending on the institution used. Another important point to consider is the evolving landscape of international payments. The financial technology, fintech, sector is constantly innovating, with new platforms and solutions emerging that aim to make cross-border payments faster, cheaper, and more transparent. While SWIFT remains a dominant force, alternative networks and technologies are gaining traction. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.